Welcome to the Woman Worriers podcast, where we're working to help you call a truce with your anxiety. The information in this podcast is not a substitute for seeking help from a licensed mental health professional. Now, here's your host, Elizabeth Cush, LCPC.
Welcome back to the Woman Worriers podcast. I'm your host, Elizabeth Cush, and I'm a licensed clinical professional counselor in Annapolis, Maryland. And I'm recording from my home today because my dog is still sick. And although some of the episodes I've uploaded were previously recorded in my office, the last couple solo episodes I have recorded at home. And my dachshund continues to get better, thankfully, but it's tough to leave him here when I worry about him. So I'm at home, and as I said, the recording quality is not as good as my office because my office is a lot quieter, but it feels important to be home with him. So this week, Thanksgiving will be celebrated here in the U.S., and Thanksgiving is now one of my favorite holidays. I love that it's about giving thanks for things in our lives without the need to give gifts. And it centers around food, which I love food. So one of my favorite holidays. But I do have memories. I do remember there were a few Thanksgivings, probably two, where I felt I could not go home. I was in college and estranged from my family, and it felt really important at the time for me to not go home, that I felt it was important that I stand my ground. There had been some conflict in my family about a boy I was dating, and basically I was kicked out of the house, and it was very hard for me to return home even after that relationship had ended. It was hard for me to return home without anybody talking about what had happened. I just couldn't abide by just going home and acting as if that hadn't happened. And that was really hard to spend that Thanksgiving alone. So if you're facing either family estrangement or just being separated from your family because of COVID, I just want you to know that I'm thinking about you. If you are gathering with your families, I hope you're doing it safely and taking precautions to make sure that people in your life are staying healthy. And if holidays are difficult for you, just know that I'm thinking of you and I get it. I also know that there are some people that are choosing to not gather because of COVID, that are choosing to stay home or choosing to keep the gatherings very small with their, COVID pods or whatever, to keep other family members safe. I also know that when all family members aren't on board with what it means to stay safe, that can create a lot of conflict. So the differing messages around how we should handle the holidays, what it means to stay safe with COVID, can create a lot of distress between friends, between family members. So I hope that if you're experiencing conflict around this, that you do what works best for you and know that it's okay to be extra safe this year. So I am no longer estranged with my family, and I am very, very grateful for that. And I hope that I will get to see my parents safely. We will be meeting outside if the weather permits. My children will all be coming home, which I'm very excited about. We will all get tested and be safe that way to make sure that we are keeping each other healthy. But I'm looking very forward to having time with family, enjoying good food, and not working. And I just wanted to say that I am very thankful. I am thankful for the election results. I am thankful that hopefully with this new vaccine, there will be a lessening of all the cases that are popping up around the country, that we will get through this without too many more deaths. I'm thankful that my dog is continuing to recover and get better. And I'm thankful that my boys will all be home. But I'm also thankful for all of you who tune in week after week, who send me comments, who give feedback on episodes, the members of our community, the Woman Worriers group on Facebook. I am thankful for you. And I hope that you'll bring some mindfulness into this week of holiday celebrations. Being mindful of what you're thankful for, being mindful of your safety, but also really being present with, bringing your awareness to the sights, the sounds, the smells and tastes, and things that you can touch this holiday. Really spending some time noticing what's happening right now, right here, in this present moment. So happy Thanksgiving to all of you here celebrating in the United States. I am thankful for all of you across the country, across the world, for being my support, for tuning in week after week. I will be providing updates on my coaching program coming up soon over the next month or so, and I'm really excited to share that with you. You can sign up for updates on the program and updates on the podcast at progressioncounseling.com/Elizabeth's-newsletter. You will get all the updates there. I send out a newsletter twice a month, and you can find out about that at my website, progressioncounseling.com or womanworriers.com. Have a wonderful holiday. Have a wonderful week. Take care of yourselves. Be kind to others. Be mindful of the things you're thankful for. Ciao for now from this Woman Worrier.
Thanks for listening and subscribing to the Woman Worriers podcast. Music was written and performed by Andy Cush. If you'd like more information on this episode, you can find the show notes, the resources shared today, and links to the guests' profiles at womanworriers.com.